Hi there, welcome to Made by Granat. My name is Anna and I am a junk journal creator from Sweden. This is the journal that I am currently working on. It is quite big. It is 28 centimeters by 20 centimeters, so it's quite chunky, and it has a 4.5 centimeter spine, so that is a big journal. Yesterday we started on the signatures, so as you can see I have done a little bit more work since then. I have fortified the folds of the folios from the original text block. This was quite broken and damaged, this one, so I had to have some paper on the inside and washing on the outside. I have also put the tea-dyed paper or coffee-dyed paper in each signature, so each signature has 2 folios right now, and I have done it like every other one has the page from the original text block out on the outside and the other one on the inside, and every other page has folio has every other signature. I'm tired today. It's a hard thing being off work. It's the other way around, so and this will probably change, but I just did it like this for now, just to have something, have it not being too repetitive. So this is what it looks like right now, and it is, I have also put on the little post-it notes so that I am keeping track of which signature has which number of pages and so on. And we're continuing to put papers in the signatures today. And there are 11 signatures, so I want at least 11 of each kind of paper. So we will put this a bit to the side. And picking out, I have a pile of papers here that I want to, and different kind of books I want to get papers from. So I will take them out and measure them and make sure they fit into the book. I will use my trusty Fisker's cutter. And the papers, I better write this up somewhere, or I will miss, because I realized that I had cut one of the tea-dyed papers too short yesterday. So I have to make a note somewhere. Let me get a piece of paper and a pen. I use centimeters because in Sweden we use the metric system. If you're new here, you haven't heard me say that before. And I want to keep it there. If you want me to do all the measurements in inches as well, you can please comment down below and I will know that I will do so in the future. This is some packing paper, a little bit heftier, but I like it, so I want to use it and do something fun with in the journal. So I want to make sure that it is not more than 27.5, and it is not. And then 19.5 in this direction. Maybe I should do a flip out with that one. Yes, I will. Like that, and use my trusty bone folder. That's one. Then I have this little French school book that I received in Happy Meal a couple of years back, and I think that I can just take one of the folios out and use it is, because this is lovely old and yellowed, as you can see. I love it, but no, it's quite wide, so I haven't been using it in that many books, but this book is wide enough. And I don't care that the pages are not all the exact same size, because I think that makes it more interesting. This is another little folio. I took out another school writing journal, and it is also nice and yellow, so I want to use that. Then I have, this is another kind of paper I have. I recently bought a journal for myself, and when I received it, it was sewn in quite strangely, if you ask me, because this side still was put together. Here, still closed, this fold, and only one or two sides of the whole signatures were open. And then I decided to, wait a minute, I can make this into a flip out page into my journals instead. So I gutted the whole book, and now when I take out the folio, it looks like this. I've used it in some of my journals, and I love it, because then I can sew it in there, and then I have flip out on two sides, or I can sew it in there, and then I have a big flip out that flips out afar, or I can cut it and you make it into 2 pages. But I'm thinking about what I want to do, but I want it in here because it's a big book, and then it can take some more flip outs, I think. And that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need 11, so I will make 4 stripes like that. Let's see, then I have, this is an old guest book, and in Sweden the guest books are most commonly totally blank, like this. And this is also a very nice and yellowed book, so I'm just gonna take that folio and put it in. That is 5, I need 6 more. Here is another old school book, and I believe this might be from one of my elder brothers or my mother even. I think I found it when I was cleaning out my parents' house after they passed away. But I like it because it's quite unusual with the white side here, and it is also quite yellowed already, so I don't have to do anything with it. I just have to open it up. Like that. I like it when it's easy. Don't you? How do you like your journals? Do you put in lots of writing space papers, or do you just use old book pages, or what do you favorite? What's your favorite thing to put in journals? Because most of the time I aim to have at least one folio that is tea-dyed or coffee-dyed paper, plain paper, and one folio that is this kind of writing paper, at least in every signature, and the rest can be a bit varied. I love using old book pages from different books as well, but I want to have lots and lots of writing space. My journals are most of the time they are writing journals with some decoration. That's my style. So 6. Talking too much. Then I have, let's see if this works. This is from an old book, a newspaper clippings book, a book that you kept newspaper clippings in, and I have removed all the spiral metallic cord. So I have now just loose leaves, and I love it. They are beautiful and yellowed. Let's see if they fit in the size. Not quite, but I don't want to lose the red. Maybe I can do like this. I take the top and bottom off instead. Yeah, that works just fine. And they are probably too big. Yeah, very much bigger. Oh, I don't want to lose the... Because I was just going to put them together with some washi tape in the fold. Maybe I can... I want to... I will put them to the side for now, because I don't want to sit here and eyeing the whole day when I have you with me. Then I have some loose leaf papers. This is an old writing paper that is nice yellowed. I believe it was bright yellow from the start. And then I have some grid paper that is nice and yellowed. More lined paper and some hot paper. And this I want to be putting together into two folios. So I will cut them to size, and then I will I won't glue them together, but I will join them together using washi tape. That's what I want to say. And we will start by cutting them to size. Or maybe I can just fold them and do an overlap. I can do that. Then I won't have to use any washi tape. I can just fold them around each other like this, and I can put some glue here, and then I can make this into a flip. Maybe. Or I will cut a bit off. I will cut a bit off. It's easier. And now I get some full-size pages as well, not just the smaller ones. So it will be a nice variation in the book. Put those to the side while I take the glue, because I don't want to glue on the pages. I will get my glue pages out. I got a bigger cutting mat to keep, have my area bigger, and I move my setup so that the camera is higher up, and then I have a bigger space to do my crafts. But I still am struggling to keep inside the frame, inside my square. But I believe I am one of those kind of people that I will use the space I get and then some. So it doesn't help. Maybe I should minimize my space instead, and I could plan my crafting better. Let's see. Yeah, that's nice. So that is one more. I will do the same with the grid and the yellow paper. And I will do the same folding thing there, I think, because it makes it look a bit more interesting than adding the washi tape. So how is everyone doing? Are you having a great day? I hope so. Today is Wednesday and my day off. and I believe this will be up like tomorrow for you to watch, and then I will be back at work and having fun with my workmates, I guess. Like that. And then I can put something over here if I like, or I can just keep it as it is. Lots of writing space, and I might do some stamping as well before I sew the signatures together. That's one more. Now we have 8. Let's see what I have more. Right, this is pages from an old book, a memory keeping book, I can say. Sorry for the bumping, it's my son is running around. Anyway, it's a fill-in book that you often get when you get married and so on. So this is, you're supposed to fill in the guest at the wedding, if you got some telegrams or the flowers, and the advertisement from the paper. It's like the 40s, 50s, 60s maybe. And here's about the kids and the family tree. So I thought that was quite cool, because you can still write all over it, or you can put pictures on it if you like. So I like that, and I want to add it in the book. Cut a bit off, because it was a bit too high. And then let's see how much too big it is on this side. And I still want to do the flip somewhere. I love flips. Yep. I think I will do that here. So I am going to go like this. And then do the folds. Not to size. 2 more. Well, this is probably one of them. I will still have to find out how I'm going to do it. This is another guest book that I also bought thrifting, and this is a bit smaller. But I think I have some pages left. Maybe I don't. But this is a thick one. No finished folios here. I will have to, maybe there is. I will try to get rid of it. And now I'm trying to get rid of the glue. Let's see. Whoops! That needs some washi tape. Definitely, because that's a big hole. Yeah, I have some washi here, so that is no problem. As always, I run my washi tape over the glue stick. I use the Yoo-hoo stick for this, or Oohoo, whatever you like to. But I think Yoo-hoo sounds more fun. You have to have fun while you're crafting, I think. So I go like this. Oh, where did my scissors go? There they are. So, and I will put one on the other side as well, because that will get stuck to everything otherwise. Oh, that one is finished. Let's get another one. I go through washes as, I don't know, as I go through glue, because I really like using them like this in my journals, and sometimes I use them for decoration as well. And as you know, if you watched my craft room tour, you know I have plenty of washi to use, so that is no problems. And I get them cheap, actually. I am buying them often at Temu or places like that. They have to admit, because washi tape isn't something you find easily while thrifting, and I'm not sure I would trust it either, buying it secondhand, because you never know how old it is. And even if you use the glue, it might actually get loose at some point. That is 10. Now I just need one more. Flipping through my pages here, maybe I could do this. This is fly leaves from the book I got this out of. I've shown this book in a thrift haul a couple of months back, but they are nice and yellowed as well, and I just got to cut some off, and then I can use them, put them together with the washi tape as well. Maybe I will just do the same as the other ones. Yeah. I will do that instead. I like using old fly leaves because I don't like throwing things away. That, and then I can do this one. I will cut that off because that has some other things on it, so I want to get rid of it. And I can fold the other one instead, because that is also big. So, decision made. Like that, and then I will use it as a scoreboard. I find it unnecessary to have scoreboard as well when you have bone folder on one of those cutters, because you can use it as a scoreboard as well. That's just my opinion. And many of the scoreboards that are available in the market, even here in Sweden, are in inches, and I'm having a hard time converting centimeters to inches, so I will have to do everything in inches, the whole book, you know, and use my Timol's ruler that is has inches on it, but it comes more natural to me to use a metric system. Go home, that looks nice. Yeah, and that is 11 more pages. Nice. And these will have to go into the book press as well. When I'm done today, I will put all the pages into the book press. But for now, I'll just put them in the folders, into the signatures. I want to check the time. 23 minutes. I can do a little bit more work. So in the first one, I want a smaller one, I think. And I will just put it in the center for now. In the second one, I'll take a big one. And I want to put it like this, because when I have put the pages from the original text block in the center, I will want to keep them in the center, because this page is actually nice to have, to keep together like this. That's 2. And let's take a small one here. This 3. And a big one. 4. Let's use this one. 5. And small one. 6. use this one. Eight. This for now, and it can be a long flip out. I love using those. I really love it, and they are nice color as well. And I often do some stamping and putting some tabs on as well. That's 10, and then I will use this one here, 11. So now each signature has 3 folios in them. And this looks quite big, but when you put it in the book press, it will be very thin and nice. This I will have to figure out off camera, I think, because I want to keep the holes. And even if I did the same thing with the scoring, it wouldn't be as fun, would it? As I said, I will figure it out off camera. So we can now start looking at some book pages. I have just picked out a few of them because I have a few more books I have in mind, but I have to go digging in my piles for that. But I have some things that I have taken out. This is a folio from a music book. Or I believe it's last page, because this is the index, and this also needs to be reinforced. I actually got on my birthday, my mother-in-law came to congratulate me, and she had bought the most magnificent book for me with old what are they called? The photos you take from aeroplanes, aero photos, and compared to today from the city of Huskvarna, which is actually famous all around the world, because Huskvarna makes lawnmowers and what are they called? Lawnmowers, and before they did sewing machines, and they have done mopeds, and they have done racer bikes, and they have done lots of kitchen supplies, and also I totally lost it. Motorsåg it's called in Swedish. This is so embarrassing. You know, the big saw that is driven by an engine that can take down trees with and so on. What are they called? It will come to me the second I turn off the camera, I can promise you. Anyway, my father-in-law worked at that company while he was alive. So that town is, and my parents actually grew up there. My mother grew up there as well. So my father worked there. So it lies quite close to the heart for me, and her as well. And she has this book as well. So that's one thing she came with. But she also, let me just get another piece of washi tape here. She also came with a bag full of notes, music notes and music paper that she had gotten at a well, it's like a garage sale. She had mentioned that I did junk journaling, and the person in the garage sale said, "Do you think she wants some notes, music notes?" Yeah, I think so. So she came with a whole bag, and much of it was, this didn't have any cover or anything. It was a few pages of notes, and then music, and then it was a bunch of other stuff. But this one was perfect in size, so I wanted to use it in my journal. And as always, Karin is amazing. She's my mother-in-law. She is amazing. She gives me the most cool stuff I know. So thank you, Karin, if you're watching. And I have taken out a piece of Edith Holden. I want to keep that in the center of one of my signatures. And that's 2. Then I have, this is an old stenography book. I have a few of those that I got in some, you know, when you thrift and you get a whole bag of things and you don't know what's inside. This is one of them. And I believe, and this is so old that it's actually tore in the middle, so I have to glue them together. But I think I want to use this because it's quite cool to have in the journal. I will take those 2 pages and put together somehow. Maybe I should use a cover, because that is also quite nice, isn't it? I will put it there. We'll see. Maybe it will show up in the journal. I got some excellent ideas all of a sudden. Let me just see that they fit. Oh, things come dropping down. And I will put them together with the washi tape, because I found that washi tape doesn't bulk it up at all. If you use paper, it can be quite bulky and it can be difficult to open and close the pages. At least that's my experience. Of course, it depends on what kind of paper you use and the paper quality of the paper you are trying to put together as well. But I like using washi, and I also feel nice every time I throw one empty roll out, because then I feel that it was justified buying it. It's one of the glue, and the washi tape is a few other things that I always buy new, never used. I actually got my bookbinder's glue today in the mail, so I am happy with that. I have a whole bucket of it now. It's 1 kilo. So I am happy about that. I have a small bottle from before that I'm going to refill with this one, and I use it when I do my end papers and so on. And it doesn't buckle at all. It is, and you can move it a bit before it sets, and I like that too, because sometimes you change your mind. Yes, let's look at the time again. Oh, we passed 30 minutes. I think I will have to say goodbye for now. I hope you enjoyed this anyway, this video, and I appreciate any tips down below and ideas, and just saying hi. Please make a comment. I will say hi back. If you haven't subscribed already, you can do that if you like. I will be very happy. Next time we will continue to work on this, the pages for the book, and put the signatures together. I don't know if it will be tomorrow or it will be in the weekend. I will see. It depends on how much we have to do at home with cleaning and so on, and how much attention the kids need now that they have started school. Today they are tired but happy. They like being back at school. And my eldest daughter is doing great at her school. She has phoned me today and she is very happy, and she is studying things she like and have friends and like living alone, and that makes me happy, actually. Anyways, that was a bit of a ramble from my side today. I wish you all a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye.